Useless. Boring.
Teamwork is strength!
I will have order! Here! Solidify!
Boring.
Gather!
Useless.
That's close to
Solidify! Swirl! Mark 2! Everybody stand back!
Disappear! Worthless!
Stabilize! Order guide you!
Boring!
Solidify! Stabilize!
Why would anyone want... Forget it. It's not my concern. There's quality here.
Add Astro. Thank you for complete.
Test.
Welcome here.
Enhanced animal model. Teamwork is strength.
Lament! Worthless! Here!
Meet again.
You are not
Solidify
here.
Go in! Stand clear.
This is order.
Disappear!
I'm getting
Never test failed.
Worthless! Here! Worthless! Worthless! Here!
You are not
Stabilize
here.
Everybody stand! Swirl! Mark 2!
Tasteless!
Animal test 6308. Stand clear.
Evil conquering!
Now you're testing my
Worthless!
patience. Meet again.
You are not welcome here.
Let's light it up!
Order guide you.
Animal test 6301.
Useless! Lament! Worthless! Here!
You are not welcome
Well.
here.
Everybody stand back! Stand clear.
Disappear! Worthless!
Will.
Worthless! Here!
This realm. If you ever...
The one before...
We're back!
You must be tired. You should
What's the situation?
Hmm?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather.
So, at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar hospital...
Yep, pretty much.
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru village, since divine Canton knowledge has been in circulation for a while now. Yet, they fled once we were headed to the village, almost as if they knew.
Yeah, why is that?
We may have a mole in our midst. One of us could be secretly revealing our whereabouts to the academia.
Huh? Are our friendships that shallow?
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue. Sino, you're the reason why they can predict our movements.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words very carefully.
It is simply a logical inference. I have my...
So what you're saying is... interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one, Al-Hayth.
I know. You have a point. But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahab? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts available. Simply put, the academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, if you want to raise a vicious wolf, you need to make sure that you can avoid its bite.
The academia is monitoring me?
It's not that simple. The academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have every so often comes on Yagarbaha Day. On this day, the academia enters new information. I remember seeing a thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all about the General Mahamatra.
You're saying that the academia entered my information into the Akasha too? But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough to be added into the...
The Akasha is capable of computation. The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would depart, the route you would follow.
It predicted my every move.
The academia has been watching you longer than you think.
So that's how it is. Sino adheres to his principles so strongly that tenacity of will and steadfast faith are worthless to the academia. They need scholars who are easily pliable and... Sino, don't take it to heart. This just proves how much of a...
They escaped because of me.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements, then I might be able to...
Whoa, you bounced back fast.
There is always an opportunity for safety.
Oh, so that's how it... If the academia is trying to avoid Sino... Yep, that's right.
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going. I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Let's go, guys! After him!
Please, wait! I want to go too!
You want to go?
I want to find Grandpa. I promise.
Everyone, I leave him in your hands.
Yay! Let's go! Paimon feels like we're missing someone, though.
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
I know the desert like the back of my hand.
Is that because you play here a lot?
Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert, but I was the one who brought him back.
There's something here. What's this?
It's buried in the sand. Looks like...
And Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough work. Okay. So...
These are likely fragments of an Academia-developed device, something akin to a... Looks like there were more than one village keeper. They must have been escorted this way. Let's split up and search the area.
Is this what we're searching for?
This is definitely a device used to extract divine knowledge.
How did it end up buried in the sand? They must have been attacked along the way.
Wait, what?
Grandpa, I hope you're okay.
Don't worry, your grandpa's gonna be fine.
Razak didn't display any signs of starvation or dehydration, which means that they left fairly recently.
We should be able to catch up.
One more thing. Given that the device, I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone far.
Ugh, but running on sand is so tiring.
But you're...
Ugh, of course it is!
Voices, over there. It sounds like an argument.
Whoa, you have really good ears.
Don't get any closer. They'll notice us.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen in.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
You're one of us. We would never lie.
Scholars. You don't know as much as I do.
I knew it. That's our deal.
Dia? Why would you... Dia!
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa?
Well, look who's here.
This complicates things.
You've betrayed Aru village?
So, this is the great General Mahamat. Dear, you'd be better off as my assistant than hanging around with this motley crew. Seen for yourself. I have the means and...
I'm not the type that's easily swayed, Raman. You have all...
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Shut it, Paimon.
It doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing could deter us from the grand mission of resurrecting the Scarlet King.
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than anyone. Have all your years as a merc taught...
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of the Scarlet King. Whether I live by the edge of the sword or in peaceful comfort.
It's not too late yet. The village mad scholars aren't gonna bring the Scarlet King back to life.
You don't understand, my dear lady. Pursuing our faith is our purpose in life. Even if
it'll expose you to the academia? Even if they end up disbanding the Eremites? Your Eremites, which you've worked so—
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. The sun and the moon no longer shine here. All you see now, with these scholars in our custody, will stomp the Academia's forces and fight.
Ridiculous. Think about it. The Academia controls the entirety of Sumeru. If you still don't believe me, then try asking these two men. They're also against the Academia, but neither of them are as—
They look more like pawns of the Academia to me. Why, what a filthy traitors. Your god abandoned all honor and betrayed the Scarlet King.
It's impossible to communicate with some. Perhaps we should.
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the Academia? These people have no value as bargaining chips. But I could be persuaded to take their— These scholars were exiled from the Academia. I, on the other hand, am their current—
Wait, you can't be serious.
So, you want to trade places with the—
Precisely. Any wise person—
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
Well, that would be bad luck for me. However, I'd get the chance to observe the scholars. Perhaps even find out the truth.
Think you can talk me over with that?
I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm using this as a—
You are the scribe. What do you have against—
Not all desert dwellers believe in the Scarlet King, and the same applies to the Academia. Why must all knowledge seekers—
You Academia scum. Every last one of you is nothing but a hypocrite, just like everyone else on the other side of that wall.
Not so fast. I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said?
I never make—
You know you're making a dangerous decision, right?
I do.
Good. Raman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the followers of the Dendr—
We've known each other for years. Of course I do.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm. Come on, Raman, don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking on the Academia, you need to—
An arm from the floor. What if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're mercs.
You're not wrong, but this is different. I promised my friends that we'd bring back the village keepers together.
Let's do it right here, then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying to negotiate! He just—
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Rob—
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
No! Dia! What are you gonna do? Think of something!
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to decide.
Do it!
Dia! Run!
Stop!
What's wrong? Can't do it?
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off your arm is no different than cutting off my— You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take your friends and leave.
I was really counting on him not going through with it.
Dia! That was crazy! Have you all lost your minds?
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm. Okay, I'm sorry, but sometimes...
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal with the likes of them. If it came down to it, you would not lose to them either.
I don't doubt it, Sino. But this is about more than me and them. There's a lot more where they came from. Even if we got rid of one bunch of radicals, there are others out there. Wipe...
As you wish.
I'm sorry, Dia. I should have stayed put and listened.
It's okay. I promised you I'd help find your grandpa, so I'll do...
Whatever it takes? You just might be scholar material.
Huh? Are you serious?
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic. Perhaps a little madness is essential to be successful.
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself? Okay, let's get moving. We should head back to the...
You're all here so early.
Looks like we have everyone here. Isak, are you...
I'll watch from a safe distance.
Okay, let's...
Dia, wait.
What's the matter?
I heard that you were quite reckless yesterday. No more of that today, understood?
Fine.
Useless. If it's useful, I'll take it.
Feeling lucky today? You want this one. Solidify!
How heartless.
Stabilize!
If it's useful, I'll take it.
Gather!
Enhanced animal module. I'm going in!
That! This is order.
Why would anyone want... Forget it. It's not my concern.
Stabilize!
Where are you? Useless. Evil.
Worthless! Worthless! Why would anyone want... Forget it. It's not my concern.
Useless! Disappear! Here!
Worthless!
Here!
Worthless!
Certainly worth the...
That's close enough. You are not
Animal
welcome
hypostasis.
here.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Order guide you.
Why would anyone want... Forget it. It's not my concern.
Solidify!
Boring! Lament! Here! If it's useful, I'll take it.
The campaign begins.
Ha ha! Shine down!
But a momentary distraction.
The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me. If it's useful, I'll take it.
Useless.
Everybody, stand back!
Absorption test. Animal test 60.
I will have order. Solidify.
Boring. Absorption test.
There's quality here.
Stabilize!
Useless!
Evil conquering! Here!
Why would anyone want... Forget it. It's not my concern. If it's useful, I'll take it.
Huh. They got here before us.
Uh-oh. Is it because Paimon overslept by 5 minutes and held everyone up?
Is everything ready?
Absolutely. Although you brought fewer people than I imagined.
Bring him over.
Grandpa! Why is there only one?
Rahman, I've always thought of you as a man of his word. What's this about?
It's a one-for-one exchange. Sounds fair. And let me put it this way. Agreeing to any kind of deal with the Dendro Archon's people is already a...
You stay right there!
Wait, mate! What do you think you're doing?
Grandpa!
Don't you see this blade here?
coward. Why are your hands shaking? Wait a second! It's a earthquake!
Paimon's dead.
This day's going just great.
What a nuisance. The sand dune collapsed. I saw an energy field. The village keep it glowed green with dendro. Just like you said. The dendro are gone.
Grandpa? Grandpa?
Hey, look around you.
Did there used to be a temple here?
It seems that when the sand dune collapsed, it exposed these underground structures. The symbols on the gate belong to the Scarlet King's civilization. This structure must be ancient. Over time, the sandstorms completely... It could have been an underground palace in the distant past.
Oh, a miracle. Praise the Scar...
What's he doing here?
They must have fallen down here with us. Most of them seem in really bad shape, except for him.
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for conflict. Our exalted lord...
He's not actually gonna go...
As it happens, I want to take a look inside.
What are you doing?
Don't you think it's curious? 1 minute, Lesser Lord Kusanali's power protects us from harm, and the next, remnants of the Scarlet King's civilization. 2 major deities are vying to showcase their power to us. It would be a shame not to witness them both.
Paimon thought you weren't interested in gods.
Indeed. In my view, gods are just a higher form of living being. Or creature, you could say. New discoveries are always worth investigating. Whether they have anything to do with gods is neither here nor there.
Raman, what are you gonna do about your men?
I'll just let them lay here. The Scarlet King will take care of his people.
What is the situation?
It's full of life here. This defies comprehension. It looked
Yeah, and there's so many plants. It's so pretty.
Sir Rama.
Huh? Me?
Do you see another Rama?
Are you mocking me? What do you mean?
Interpret it however you want. But there's something I'd like to draw your attention to. While this structure is clearly...
Whatever you say. It's not like I have a vision.
There's nothing to be angry about. Think of this as an academic journey.
It does seem kind of strange. If that's true, then we might have to explore this whole area.
escape.
My apologies. Whirling snow.
This is order. Solidify!
My apologies.
Stabilize!
Kamisato out. Sometsu! Whirling snow!
Quake!
Everybody stand back!
Order guide you!
Torn to oblivion!
is a sight to see. The Scarlet King's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of the Scarlet King.
It's getting brighter! Oh, it looks so beautiful!
Wait. What's that?
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's something among them.
These are...
They left something behind.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise.
You can read ancient Scarlet King.
Of course. Every student needs to master at least 20 languages before they...
He's not serious, right?
There's still something off about this place. The scent of life. Is it trying to tell us something?
Is this it?
Analyzing.
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal remains. Excellent. There's a device from the Scarlet King's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information.
Isn't sharing knowledge against the Academia's rule?
Yes. However, under the circumstances, I'd prefer you to see this for yourself. You'll understand after watching it.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. The Scarlet King brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping the Scarlet King to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
The priest's memories.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So the former Dendroarch...
But this doesn't make any sense.
Was that the former Dendroarch?
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt the Scarlet King's technology. You've just witnessed his priest's last words.
I've never heard about it. The surviving followers of the Scarlet King all gathered in Aru village. Our god, the Scarlet King's death. The all but total annihilation of our civilization. We saw her as nothing more than a traitor. Who stabbed us in the back in our moment of crisis. Just like...
You were blinded by your prejudice.
If I hadn't seen this for myself, if I hadn't witnessed his... How could I ever begin to accept this? The truth is so far from what I've always known. Am I really supposed...
Raman, that's enough. Give it a rest. You're starting to make a fool of yourself.
Dia, my Eremites and I. What do we even fight?
Hey, how you doing?
I'll live. I should probably go. Can't just...
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. I feel deeply but please, give me some time.
It's not gonna be easy.
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with. Dia, this is where our camp's located.
When would be a good time for us to go?
Tomorrow. I'll convince everyone that we're all on the same side. And I'll return every last one of your your village keepers.
You seem to finally understand that our true enemy...
Yes. The gods never gave up on anyone.
That must have been rough, but he seemed...
Raman's no fool. Being the leader of your own faction in the desert is no... It's too bad he was held back by his belief in the Scarlet King. But now that that's changed, I guess...
The outcome, at least, is favorable.
We should get going too. Let's head back, have a proper meal, and then... Sino, we're leaving!
Stop yelling.
My apologies.
Solidify!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Useless. Why would anyone want... Forget it. It's not my concern.
Stabilize!
Swirl, Mark 2!
This is order! Solidify! Crumble!
Why would anyone want... Forget it. It's not my concern.
New point. Gather. Need.
Why would anyone want... Forget it. It's not my concern.
Solidify!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Why would...
Gather!
Why would anyone want... Forget it. It's not my concern.
Solidify!
Useless.
Gather!
Lament! Worthless! Here! 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 Worthless! Useless! Useless! There's quality here.
Stabilize!
Boring! Evil conquering! Here! Worthless! Here! Useless!
Over here! Everybody stand!
I will have order.
Stand clear. Animal test 63.
Disappear!
This one's well done!
Worthless! Here! Worthless!
Feels clogged!
There's quality here.
Raman, we're here.
Everything's been arranged. Someone will bring the village keepers back to our...
I guess all I can say now is...
Don't mention it. I think we can both agree but we share a common cause now.
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to...
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to yell. No one can help.
We've been all over the desert trying to find you!
That's right.
General Mahamatra? No, no!
Whoa. The moment they set eyes on Sino, they turned pink.
You should have known that I would be coming for you.
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we could have done all—
No, not Sino. He's gonna tear us limb from limb.
I could do worse.
Please have mercy.
Start talking. Otherwise...
So, your superiors have kept you quite busy recently.
They, wanted to
Don't play dumb. They extract divine canned knowledge.
I really don't—
Well, you better start talking or you'll be sorry!
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
Be my guest.
Uh-huh? That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor or anything.
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. They are creating— It may seem as if Sumeru's academics are thriving, but ever since the death of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, scholarly breakthroughs have been few. The withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like—
Continue.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him the Doctor. He brought a gnosis and said he wanted to borrow the Academia's research facilities. The Doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, he asked them, "Do you wish to create a god?"
This is what the arrogant ignorance at the extreme end of academia looks like.
First, the Academia spent a long time constructing a divine vessel, which was based on an After that, they harvested dreams via the Zeb-Zerus festival. With the Doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum efficiency, they were able to use it to extract the power. Next, they decided that their new god needed to possess divine wisdom. For that to happen, they needed a huge—
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge extracted is of divine—
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out the exact source of the Scholar's madness for centuries, but to no avail. Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely you can see what that implies. If it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend, then it must be something only gods are able to decipher. In other words, it's the source of the god of—
You must have noticed by now. The Academia doesn't care about who their god is. It's the ability to exercise control over— It is as if they are cursed with a desire for omniscience and omnipotence that burns in their— Some organisms demonstrate phototaxis, and thus orient their entire lives in respect to sources of light. For the sages, this is but a form of phototaxis. For many scholars, the absence of a god of wisdom means stumbling in the darkness for the—
Then what does Lesser Lord Kusanali mean to you? Is she not a true god present in this world? If you already have a new god, why try to—
From the beginning, the Academia has never treated her as a god. When the Academia first discovered Lesser Lord Kusanali, the newborn god of wisdom, the sages hoped that she would be as wise as Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. They found that at the time, she possessed no more intelligence than any ordinary human child. The sages never had a ruder awakening. This forced them— Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's gnosis had been used to power the Akasha this entire time. Slowly but surely, people began to forget about—
So...
All right, let's try to keep our cool. If everyone's in a bad mood, then let's change up our— Raman, give me a few men to help us escort the village keepers back to the village. And these two
Sure, as you wish.
Useless. If it's useful, I'll take it. Boring! Useless. Boring.
Squirrel, Mark II! Teamwork is dreamwork!
There's quality here. Why would anyone want... Forget it. It's not my concern.
The village keepers you've found have all been returned to their homes, and each one has a dedicated caregiver to look after them.
The atmosphere... something! Stop spacing out!
Come on, is there nothing left to talk about? In that case, let's all...
Or I can go fetch some
Oh, Paimon's so...
Do you have any plans, Traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about work, are you?
So you were still withholding some information?
Even though we lived through all of this firsthand, it still feels super surreal to hear you talk.
What a whirlwind of a story. I felt like I was...
It seems like there'll be more issues to face in the days ahead than I'd anticipated.
Still, now's a good time to make our next move. Now that Ramon's joined us, we'll be an even stronger team.
It's time to make a plan.
Indeed. These events are a flagrant transgression of the rules in every sense.
So, everyone.
Crush the sages and rescue our god. That is our ultimate goal.
Well, let's brainstorm a little more.
The next time we gather here, we must have a solid plan.
Yep,